Hi, I have developed a course on raw food diet. In today's episode, you will come to know what exactly I have developed in this course episode by episode. This one will be concluding my segment on the philosophy. So you will get to know what exactly is raw food diet, how to follow this. Also, you will get to know misconceptions, in particular calories. The second segment will talk about the general guidelines and principles of making various kinds of raw food recipes. And the third segment will talk about the individual ingredients which are used, why they are used in raw food diet principally, what are the benefits, what are the uniqueness of each of those ingredients. So keep watching until the end of this video. The first episode is an introduction to the raw food diet fundamentals. The second will talk about what exactly is raw food, how do you define raw food, what exactly are the guidelines covering the definitions of raw food that I have covered under the episode 2. Why do we need to consume raw food? What is the importance of raw food in the first place? What happens if you don't eat raw food? What is the problem with eating a cooked food or a heated food? Raw food diet, a religion or a culture for me? What do we mean by religion? What do we mean by culture? I am not 100% strict about raw food diet as if it was a religion to me. I am not supposed to follow anything else other than a religion. It is more about culture, developing some good habits that are available to make me healthier, happier. A common question that comes up is, how do we exactly start the raw food diet? Where do we start? Digital version 0 or 1. Either you follow fully or you don't follow. Whereas others who could be though belonging to that segment who want to start off in a slow manner. What is the difference? How do you choose what works best for you is what I have covered under this particular episode of how to start raw food diet in episode 5. What I eat in a day. A lot of people ask me, so what exactly do you eat? Do you eat only salads all day? Is that what you eat? In this episode, I have spoken about what I have eaten as a raw food diet when I have started it, when I got most of my benefits. The first 3 months, to be more precise, the first 1 month, and to be even exact, actually the first 10 days have given me a hell lot of benefits by shifting to raw food diet. What exactly did I eat during that period is what I have covered under the raw food diet. The next episode, which is very close to this, is my more matured model, what I eat now. Did I make any changes based on my learnings for the past 3.5 years? What is the matured model of eating raw food diet right now? Are raw food diet recipes equal to a natural produce that is available and given by Mother Nature? Is eating bananas the same as making a smoothie, for example? The next episode, which is the 9th episode, is a very important episode where I have discussed the difference between grains, vegetables, fruits, and nuts and dry fruits. Is there a difference between these from a nutrition point of view? What effect they will have on your health and your general well-being during the day? Importance of eating seasonal local produce. Is it important to use and consume the produce, the agricultural produce that is locally being generated here? Or should I have an overall nutrition, the best of the nutrition that is available wherever it is produced in the world? Is this not adding a lot of sweetness to your food? What if you were a diabetic? Incidentally, I was a diabetic and hypertensive, but I am not anymore now. So, if you were a diabetic, is it okay to eat so much of sweet? 12th episode is something very, very critical um, that forms a basis for whatever I have developed in this course. It talks about what I personally benefited from raw food. I was hypertensive, diabetic, high cholesterol. I was to go for an angiogram. I had far eyesight. I had to use the reading glasses to be able to read anything. I know many of you consider this as normal once you have crossed 40, but I didn't like it. I have lost weight, about 11 kgs of weight in about 1 month's time. So, what exactly I benefited by shifting to a raw food diet is what I have covered under episode 12. Eating spicy food, is it good or is it bad? If it is bad, how bad it is? If it is good, in what way it helps? Which one is really more important, exercise or diet? If I eat completely healthy food and I do little to no exercise, if I exercise quite a bit, sweat it out, but I will eat whatever I want to eat, which one is better? Most of you know that neither of them is good. You need to have both. But if you were to choose whether exercise is better or diet is more important, that is something I have addressed in this particular episode number 14. How I think human beings are supposed to be vegan. We are not omnivorous as many of us tend to believe. Human being is a highly adaptable person, so the human being is able to eat and digest the non-vegan food also. But which are we exactly designed for? How can I confirm with authenticity, with certainty, that human beings are supposed to be vegan? Hydration. How much water should I consume every day? Is it 2 liters a day, 1 liter a day? The more the merrier. I am a person who drinks very less water, but I have also tried very large quantities of water. And what is my current way? Is that what I have addressed in this particular episode number 16. What is the difference between physical exercises, the exercises that we are familiar with, running, jogging, walking, going to a gym, weightlifting, trekking, hiking, swimming, cycling, all these kinds of physical exercises versus yoga, different kind of asanas that are used by different people. Pranayama, which is nothing but breathing exercises. If I do a breathing exercise as breathe with one nostril, breathe out by another nostril, and various other kinds of pranayama, how exactly is this different or beneficial when you compare with asanas or exercises? Even when you exercise, your breathing pattern changes. And how are these three different from meditation? Is that also that can be compared with these at all? That is something which took me a lot of time to understand. This is an episode you do not want to miss at all. If you really want to know what exactly is exercise, yoga asanas, pranayama or breathing exercises, and meditation. I am a coffee connoisseur. I have also given up coffee completely for some time and seen the effects of that. What exactly do I do with reference to coffee is what I have discussed under this particular episode number 18. What is intermittent fasting? Whatever you eat between 12 noon and 8 pm and nothing else, the rest of the time the body is fasting, is called as intermittent fasting. How do you compare this with OMAD or one meal a day? That means you consume only one meal, whatever you want to eat, you eat within 1 hour. Which time is right? That also I have covered, but on a different series. So what exactly is this one meal a day? How does it compare with intermittent fasting? And how do these two compare with multiple small meals a day? If you look at the nature, most of the creatures eat all through the day. Is this good for us? And what kind of experience did I have? Whatever I talk in this series is based on a lot of research I have done personally and a lot of experimentation I have done for myself. A misconception about 2000 calories a day. What is the flaw? Why am I saying that 2000 calories a day is a totally flawed philosophy? Do I have any evidence to support it? Where did this concept of 2000 calories a day came from? Was there any theory justification? I go into the history. Episode number 21 was related but completely different episode. This talks about the truth behind the nutrition labels, in particular the calorie labels. How did they calculate those calories? Is it a testing that is based on physical testing, on chemical testing, based on a human body of nutrition and somehow trying to figure out? Or is it a mathematical calculation from biochemistry? I will talk about this and explain to you how you can ignore it at least partially. You cannot take it at 100% value. Vegetables versus fruits. Which is better? Can you eat only vegetables and skip away fruits? Is there a difference between these two in terms of nutrition, in terms of how it affects the body? There's going to be another video in the next segment or the last segment where I will talk about my experience of eating only vegetables for 30 days. Is it difficult to follow raw food diet? If I am traveling, if I am an office goer, if I travel during the day, commute a lot during the day, if I go to a foreign country, I am in a train for a long time, how do I follow raw food? This is a good value adding episode that you would want to take in episode number 23. Episode number 24, where we are now, is the index of all my episodes which I have discussed just now. Anytime you want to refer to the important episodes you may want to see, you can come back to this episode, check for yourself what you have covered so far. In all my videos in this segment I think would have taken about 2.5 hours, 9 to 10, 12 minutes probably on an average. They are not long. You can take one by one in any particular random order that you prefer. But the first ones are important to give you a beginning. I hope this course that I have developed makes some sense to you. I have taken a lot of effort to make this course, particularly the philosophy one, which required me to do a lot of brainstorming to bring out the best for you. I have seen that there is no particular book or particularly a YouTube video or any series of videos which will talk about raw food diet to the extent of detail, the breadth and depth that I am covering here. Sure, there are 1 hour documentaries on raw food diets, but they also do not cover to the extent I have covered in terms of the breadth and the depth. So maybe this is something that you would like to cover all of it or some of it, and also share it with your friends, share it within your network. There will be several kinds of diseases which can be got rid of very easily following the raw food diet, and it is not difficult to follow. Guys, I hope this video was not too long. I talked about various videos in this video. It could have taken a few more minutes, but if it did make any sense to you, please click on that like button, share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. If you have watched my videos will come up to your suggestions anyway. Whether you subscribe or not, more likely they will be recommended by YouTube. But if you subscribe, then you will come to know the moment I release something, and you can go and search in my channel easily once you subscribe. Subscription gives you some benefits. So do subscribe and share with your network. Have a nice day and an evening, whatever is left for you. Bye bye.